What's up guys, this is Yacineygo and today I wanted to go over the Yummy K9 deck, which I think is definitely a very interesting way to play either Yummy or K9, depends on if you see this more as a K9 deck or more as a Yummy deck. I want to say this approach is pretty 50-50 on both engines. I mean, I'm playing a really big K9 package. You can definitely argue that some of these ratios can be cut down, so you can play maybe one case for K9, two Joe Cool, maybe not play Izuna and Lupus, even though I really do want to play them, at least as hand traps, because they're very good, I mean, obviously as hand traps, but as generic hand traps, they're very good against, Dragon Tail, Yami Mitsurugi. The fact that you can go into turn 0 Typhon into Zeus, that definitely allows you to win games that you otherwise would feel would be unwinnable. So yeah, this deck definitely has a lot going for it, and it's quite consistent, but especially, it's something different from what we're seeing right now. And honestly, I think we're all pretty fed up of seeing the exact same decks over and over, so I just wanted to show something different. And also, this can be very enjoyable, and also the bridge ability between K9 and Yummy is definitely something worth considering and looking into. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm going to be going over the deck list as well as the combo. But before we go any further, as always, you know the drill, smash the like and subscribe button, thank you. And with that being said, let's get right into it. Okay, so for these starters, I'm playing a grand total of 14 in the main deck, 14 one-card starters, but we're obviously playing a bunch of, two-card combos and stuff like that. So 3 Noroi, 3 Case for K9. Noroi is better to draw than Case. If you draw Noroi, then you're single-handedly beating Jewel and Logbird in the process. And yeah, obviously Case for K9, this card is still almost as good as drawing Noroi. It's just that if you gotta draw if you draw the Case instead of the Noroi, then Lantern isn't really searching a real card because we're also now playing the rank up magic. Their quick play spell card, rather, should I say. The extra X space might be a little too tight for that. Anyways, 3 Cup C as well as 3 Marshmallow, 1 Lollipop, 1 Cookie. That's like the bare minimum, and obviously these are the good cards. I guess for the Yummy ratios, I'm pretty satisfied with everything, and obviously 1 Surprise, 1 Minion. If you really want to push it, you can also main deck the Akroki. I'm playing a lot of gas because of the K9s. So I didn't really feel like the extra pop from the Akroki was necessarily needed on game 1, because I already do play the K9 bricks in the form of, Lupus and Lantern. So I think that this is a very good lineup of, bricks and all the juice cards. So because we're also playing, 3 Joku, 3 Zuna, and 1 Lupus. And we're playing the 1 Turbo Booster, which you need in the combo. This is an Earth Machine that you can search with Infinite Track River Stormer. And you can make this in the EMZ and then link it off for Gravity Controller, and then special summon the Turbo Booster, and then synchro into Cup C Yummy Way, and then bridge into the Yummy combo. And then yeah, 3 Fua, 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 2 Bell, 1 Nibiru, 3 Imperm. This could also just be 3 Bell, whatever, who cares. And for the extra deck, I think almost nothing is flexible. This extra deck is ultra mega super tight. So for the synchros, you gotta play literally everything that you're seeing here. So 3 and then 1 Martial Metal Marcher and 1 Herald of Arclight. They're all played in the combo, so there's no getting around that. But you're also not linking off the Herald to make it again, so we don't need the Sorrow Cat. And we're also not playing too many Yummies, so Starham doesn't really feel like it's too needed. And since we're playing, Izuna and Lupus, we do need to play the Zeus, the Typhon, as well as, obviously Valon as a second rank 5 that can actually hurt the opponent. Because Ripper is the number 1 that we make off of Noroi, because we're going to be locked under K9s only off of the monster that is summoned, off of the Noroi, and then the 1 River Stormer to bridge into Yummy, and then 1 SP, 1 IP, 1 Gravity Controller, and 2 Yummy Snatchy. You can play 3 if you really want to, but honestly, if you resource manage well enough, I think 2 should be enough, because you can also just shuffle them back with the field spell, and the K9s give you an alternative win condition, so it's not like you just can only rely on the Yummies. It's not the end of the world. So I do like overall the concept really well. You can also play over 40 if you really want to, and then also add like another engine, or just play, more Yummies, more hand traps, more different kinds of starters. There is so much you can do. And for the side deck, yes, a side deck, a proper side deck, and not an idea section. 2 Nibiru, 3 Purlia, 3 Meows. Could really just be anything at this point. And then we're playing the Artifact Durandal for going first, so that we can drool Durandal people. Pretty fun. And then 1 additional starter, could be Cookie, could be Lollipop, could be Obedient Schooled, could be Chaotic Elements. I don't care, just more consistency cards. We're not trying to brick, And then the Akroki, just for that, flexibility. Going second, we can destroy cards against Dragon Tail. It's a cool card, for sure. But is it needed? I don't know. I haven't really tested this deck too much. It's more of a concept and, a theory than it is like a real legitimate thing. But I think if you try it out in regionals, you can definitely have some good success. And then, yeah, 1 Talon, 1 Caught by the Grave, 1 Anti-Spell, 1 Judgment. Really just putting some good cards in there. I don't really have any real reasoning behind at least these cards, but, you know, if you draw them, you're good at the game. That's what I can say. And they're limited for a very good reason. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into the one and only combo that I got for you. Okay, so if you've got Noroi, look at what you can do. You don't need a discard for this. It's really just Noroi. So normal summon and then special summon the Joe-Cool from the deck. And since we are trying to respect Drool as much as possible, we're not going to be searching with that Joe-Cool. Rather, we're going to be overlaying for Ripper. I will have to stop here and say that if you draw Joe-Cool and a 5, it is the exact same if you really want to do like the exact same end board. The only difference is that we're going to be ending with an Izuna on top of everything in the hand, but we're going to be playing into Drool. Alternatively, you can play around the Drool by making the Ripper first, again, assuming that you got Joe-Cool and a 5, and that would be beating Drool, but then again, when you search the Noroi, you're gonna have to normal summon it and then special summon a Joe-Cool and then go Joe-Cool, search Lantern, and then go Noroi, pitch the Joe-Cool because we're gonna be locked under K9s only, but we already summoned the Ripper, which is really awkward, so I don't know. Hopefully we never get to that situation where you have to make like weird concessions, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. If you're still confused, just comment whatever, something, just ask me questions. I'll try my best to answer, and if I don't, I'm yacineygo565. I'm no longer yacin656. Anyways, Ripper effect, detach the Joe-Cool. Don't be stupid, don't detach the Noroi, otherwise the combo doesn't work. And search your deck for Lantern Revive, and then you get double searches. And also, don't be stupid, get your searches correctly. This has to search Noroi, and then the Lantern has to search Case, no shit, and Case has to search Joe-Cool. There is no other way to do it. This cannot search itself. It's not Fenrir. If you don't search these two monsters, you're not getting full value off of your cards because we want to use the effect of Noroi so that we can look at your opponent's hand. It's not a talent, but it's still hand knowledge. And we're not going to be doing this yet, otherwise it's going to clog our zones. Anyways, Gravity Control, River Stormer first, detach material, search your deck for the Turbo Booster, and then special summon that, summon your Gravity Controller, and then link off into, synchro off into Cup C Yummy Way, and that is going to be searching your deck for the Cup C as well as the Marshmallow. Discard the Cup C because we control a non-Light Beast monster, so it's not like we can special summon it anyways, and we already used our normal summon on the Noroi. And then special summon your Cup C from the hand, effect to search the Yummy Surprise, revive back your Marshmallow, and then recycle back your Yummy Surprise, and then link off into the Yummy Snatchy, place your field spell, and then we're locked into Link 3. Not being able to summon Link 3s or higher for the rest of the turn, it really doesn't change anything to our life. And then Lollipop, revive back 2 monsters. This is the reason why we couldn't go Joe-Cool summon the Noroi before, because our zone, we would have had way too many monsters on the field, and we wouldn't be able to go for the Lollipop to revive back 2. I mean, we can, but like the Lollipop has to be in the EMZ, and then we can go Martial Metal, Marcher, Revive. But like, you know, it's just ugly to look at. Okay, just do everything I'm doing and stop asking questions. Anyways, now we're gonna be going special. Noroi, look at a hand after performing like 7,000 actions. So your opponent can't have like a Nibiru at this point. You can just negate it with Ripper, so it really doesn't change shit to your life. And then you can either make a rank 5 or make IP Masquerena. And IP is kind of nice, so we're just gonna make an IP and then go Minion Revive and call it a turn. So this is Yummy Snatchy plus a level 1 Marshmallow monster, level 1 Yummy monster with the Synchro, with the IP, with the Herald, and the Ripper, and the Yummy Surprise, so, and Hand Knowledge. So this is significantly better than just drawing a Yummy starter, which is one of the reasons to consider this build. Now, I'm not saying you should do it, but it definitely is pretty cool. Just looking at this is beautiful. The fact that you can anticipate the Dark Ruler in advance, it's not like it surprises you all of a sudden and you know exactly how to time your interruptions. It can definitely be very, very nice. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know how you feel about Yummy and K9, you know, combining themselves into one deck. Do you think they were born to coexist, or do you think they will always be rivals? You know, cats and dogs, they're not supposed to work in harmony with each other. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video. Peace.